to Those Who Can't Do. I am your host, Andrea Forkham, and today we have a returning guest co-host, Denver Riley.
Yay!
Just real quick, right off the top, why do you look
amazing?
so amazing?
Look so good. Today is Spirit Day. It's Spirit Week. Homecoming is this weekend. And today's theme was Jersey Day.
You're not.
So I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. And I played the theme song to Jersey Shore as the kids came in today. And they were like, "Oh, I get it." I'm like,
did they?
No.
They actually know about,
I said, really explain it. And some of them actually did. I was so surprised that some of them were, "Oh, you're Snooki. I get it." Like their parents raised them right, is all I'm going to say.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Okay. So what era did that run from, Jersey Shore?
It's definitely early 2000s.
Yeah.
Maybe 2010s, because I was like middle school, maybe finishing elementary school, where it was, we wanted to dress exactly like what the pink, everything, like the brand pink, the layered tank tops, the headbands, the poof. Like, I'm pretty sure that was
a lot of leopard print happening.
Oh, my entire room was like teal, zebra print, and pops of pink. That was it.
Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Okay, so who are because I need to admit something. One of the Jersey Shore girls follows me on TikTok, and we've DM'd a little bit. And I wanted her to come on the podcast. I was like, I'm such a fan. I have never actually watched an episode.
She's going to see this Shore. And she's going to say, "Oh, I thought you were a fan."
No, because she said yes, and then she
what was the name?
It wasn't Snooki. I know it's Snooki.
JWoww?
But yeah.
Okay. It was so nice talking to you guys today, but I'm going to have to pack up my things. I'm going to have to go. I'm just grabbing anything I can find, and I'm out of here.
Here's the thing. I have seen enough clips that I feel like I've got the vibes of Jersey Shore. Like,
have you though?
If indeed it was early 2000s, I got married in 2008. Girl,
oh, right.
What is a married grown woman
10.
gonna watch? Yeah, okay. That was unnecessary.
Sorry, I thought we were playing math games.
No.
Okay.
Do we want to play math games?
No. I opt out of that.
Yeah, absolutely not. JWoww, if you're listening, I am a big fan.
JWoww, I almost cursed on your podcast. This is a family show. She is
not, but that's okay.
No, I'm speechless. JWoww is watching, and I'm a big fan. And when I was 8, all I wanted to do was be you.
How does it feel that she has like a child who is like old enough to make fun of her, which I think is amazing. And she handles it so well.
So well. And she looks just like a mini her. Like she is a baby Jenny. That's what we call it because we're super close. So I call her Jenny. Right. You can call her JWoww.
Different from Jenny from the Block. That's like a different.
No, we don't speak of Jenny from the Block. Even though that song is great, we don't speak of her.
Is iconic, yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, I mean, I will say I am a fan of her as an adult.
Yes.
Like, I follow her back and watch her videos because I think she's funny, but I just have never actually watched.
She was just the most, they're all outspoken, I feel like, on that show. But she was the most outspoken and so unapologetic about it. And I admired that so hard I'm telling you this because this is how I feel and I don't really care how you feel. And I'm keeping my peace. And I'm like, okay. And she was just that girl. She was so the blueprint. And I love that for her.
That girl. Okay. Yeah. Have you watched the new things that they've done? I've seen clips on her page.
My parents and I, that was when I was living with my parents, that was one of our shows that we would watch was Jersey Shore Family Vacations. And that's when my dad got into Jersey Shore, and my mom and I tried to explain to him, you don't even know, you need to go all the way back because he's obsessed with Mike the Situation. That's his favorite. That's his guy. The Situation. Yeah, him and my dad. They would be
your
besties.
father, who is like, isn't he a diesel mechanic?
He is.
I love so much
He's a
the thought of
mechanic.
sitting and watching Jersey Shore with a diesel mechanic. That is kind of amazing.
You know what else he likes to watch? Real Housewives, The Bachelor. We got him on one season of The Bachelor. He eats it up and he gets so into it and will like text, did you see what happened about, he just knows things before it happens, I feel like, with
I love it.
social media realm. Yeah.
So we talked we always end up talking about reality TV.
I know
when
we
you're here.
do. Probably because I'm a reality star.
Obviously.
Right.
Yeah. But we discussed Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and then also discussed how I had not yet actually really watched
Did you finish?
Love is Blind. I haven't finished.
Love is Blind. Okay.
Yeah.
I started.
Love is Blind. Yeah. So there is a clip that we're going to watch that I don't think it spoils anything for anybody.
Okay.
Also, by the time this comes out, it's Thanksgiving Day, by the way. So happy Thanksgiving.
I'm thankful all the time.
I'm just like Valentine's Day. I celebrate Valentine's Day every day.
I give love 24/7.
Obviously. All right. So we're going to watch this clip. I was cracking up. I do feel like it hints at some of the stuff that we later find out because stuff has been spoiled for me on social media.
I do that all the time for myself.
Yeah. But these are things that this woman would say if she was on Love is Blind, how she would interview the men that she's
I already love this.
Are you dating anybody right now? Is anybody dating you? Do you expect a home-cooked meal every day? What? Oh, okay. I have an exit exam that I need you to give to your last 3 relationship partners. I need to know what was going on. I got the know from the source, straight from the horse's mouth. Potato salad, raisins, or no raisins. If you push the cake in my face at the wedding is off. Okay, you in the shower. Do you reach for a washcloth or not? I'm just trying to see something. No offense. Are you married to anybody? Is anybody married to you? Okay. Gotta be specific. Now, when you say get on top, is that optional? I'm gonna just come right out and ask, do you hate women? Y'all finna kick me off the show, ain't it? I know it. Listen, real quick, I saw some snacks in the green room. Can I get that to... You said just go, okay.
All right.
I'm obsessed with her.
I love it. I'm immediate follow, first of all, when I came across that video. Incredible. I
just have to say, no question she asked, I feel like was a bad question.
Yeah, all of them. And the fact she had to rephrase, are you married to anyone? Is anyone married to you?
Because let's get that clear.
I do have a question though. Who puts raisins in potato salad?
Okay, I was thinking the same thing.
I will say my husband's family puts grapes in chicken salad. Like chicken.
Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah. Also don't like it. But raisins?
Know much about salads that don't involve lettuce.
I'm
not familiar with
the Midwest. You will have an education of all of the salads that have nothing to do with lettuce. One time when we first met some of my husband's family, we were at their hotel spot and they were like, well, you're going to make some ham. What did they say? They said ham salad sandwiches. And I'm thinking Caesar wrap,
up ham.
Right?
Ooh, yes.
Like a ham salad sandwich. I was like, great.
Delicious.
That sounds like a chef salad situation. Mm-hmm. No. Do you know what it is? Guess what it is.
Okay, ham salad. Well, a lot of these blank salads are weirdly creamy.
Yes.
Oh! Okay, so already okay, I have goosebumps. Creamy ham with something.
It diced up, and you be careful. Don't yuck someone else's yum. This is a culture.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Thing of the area. I have to check my face because this is still served at
sounds really good.
Family events. It sounds great. It's chopped deli ham with mayo, just mixed together and spread like a tuna salad, but ham. So that exists. Also,
my mom taught me if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Have you ever listened to that before?
Never, ever.
Okay, great.
I just felt like saying that.
The other thing that I wanted to know, she mentioned the washcloth. Are you a washcloth or are you a loofah?
get into this. I'm both. I am a loofah girl. I love
Mhm.
a loofah, but I'll change it maybe every I don't know when you're supposed to change it, but I'll change it. Okay.
You'll change what? The
The
loofah?
loofah. Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Like you got to
okay.
keep like a fresh new one. Just like,
Do you? I don't know. Mine are forever old.
I
Sorry.
mean,
They're self-washing.
they
There's
are
soap on them.
self-washing, but sometimes they like pull apart and then they're
Yeah, I'll
like
get them when they start
become
falling apart.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, same. But then I use the washcloth for the nooks and crannies if you're catching my drift.
Interesting.
Because I don't want
Okay.
it too scrubby in areas that are supposed to be softer.
Okay. That's fair.
So I'm
Everyone's
both.
getting a lot of information about you. All right, great.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. You don't even have to pay for it.
Okay, so the way that video went through and described things of like, I feel like she just did a good job identifying things that would like knock someone out of the running for her.
100%.
Okay, so I have been married since the dawn of time. You are
jealous.
living the single life.
I
So
am
I wanted
single.
I wanted us to come up with a list
Okay.
of 5 things each that as teachers would immediately be like, no, not interested.
And you know what? Only coming up with 5 was really difficult.
Really? See, I had a hard
Yeah.
time coming up with 5 because I was already married by the time
Oh,
I became
right.
a teacher. And so I haven't actually like I was like,
Right.
hypothetically, what would it be? Oh, I just hold on.
Oh, add it
I know.
now.
I have to add it right now.
I just feel like a lot of the icks, my teacher icks, are like overlapping human icks where I'm like,
Okay.
that's just a bad, but like I've made it more specific to like, teacher life-esque
Okay.
for my
Well, why don't you
icks.
share your first one? We'll take
Okay.
turns.
Okay. So I've already publicly said this, I think, on this platform that I am the worst speller in the world. Okay.
Yeah.
But when you're texting me and you use you, ick. Nope.
You? As in the you.
As
instead
in
of Y-O-U.
Correct.
Okay. Got it.
/ when you start your sentences and they're automatically lowercased. No, excuse me. Okay, so let's talk about it. No. If you say, I just went to the gym and it's I lowercase,
Yeah, that's
babe,
insane. To
go
me,
back to the
that's serial
gym.
killer behavior because
Don't do that.
don't all phones autocorrect that now? Did they?
You have to set that as a setting. So this man purposely did that.
That's embarrassing. I am embarrassed. That's embarrassing behavior.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed for dealing with men that do that.
Yeah.
So
I had
ick.
one. Yeah. Agreed. I had one that was similar to that like when someone uses the wrong your, which it's
1000%.
different.
Let's categorize
like,
that as the same.
Yeah.
No.
Like I feel like
No.
if you just typed and it just happened, because I have occasionally have stories and I don't proofread and I'm just typing real quick and it happens. But obviously I know the difference. The ick is not knowing the difference of something that is very basic.
It's consistently doing it as well, right? We do it and we catch it and we're like, oh, shoot, I'll make sure. It's you're doing that as like, that's who you are.
Yeah, I'm
and
judging.
That's not right.
Mm-hmm.
You're
judging.
You're the wrong there. Babe,
it gives we don't listen to English teachers and that would be a problem.
It gives I'm too cool for grammatical rules.
Right.
And unfortunately,
none of us are.
None of my No,
not acceptable. When a man says it must be nice to have summers off, not because it's not nice, because it is. And
that's a great one.
A big fan of that, but there's a tone there that says almost, like,
right,
you don't deserve
right
to have summer. It's like you misunderstand fundamentally what this job is.
It's almost like, wow, what's it like not working a real job because you have summers? It's like, oh, buddy, excuse me,
wrong person to say that to.
Wrong person. That's a
All
great
right, what's
one.
your next one?
Next one is okay. This is where I feel like it falls under just like human icks.
Okay,
when they bully their friends in front of me to like seem like it's cool. Like I don't like the bull. Like working with high school, that's just kind of like a social tick almost to be like, I'm uncomfortable, so I'm going to put the pressure on someone else. But don't do that as a grown adult, knowing that that's not cool. Originally,
Yeah.
it was mean to kids because, like,
Yeah.
please just don't be mean to kids and like speak rudely to them. Oh, like those
Don't
are
be mean to children.
don't be mean to children. Only I
Right.
can bully them. No, not
Right.
really. But yeah, just the whole like I'm trying to look cool in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't like
juvenile.
that. Juvenile. It's childish.
Yeah.
Not for me.
My second one is any guy that has like a cheerleader or teacher-based kink of any kind. I think that is foul behavior. I think it's so gross. It like actively bothers me because it sexualizes a whole profession. And it makes me
Totally.
actively angry when I like search up teacher and the first thing that comes up is like not actually a teacher on TikTok.
No, I
It's
can't.
this girl's OnlyFans where she like fetishizes teaching. Yeah. Or a cheerleader kink as well just bothers me because
That's weird. I've never heard the like cheerleader kink.
well, just
Or is
like
it more so
that's
like
a whole thing.
play,
Like
cheerleader?
I
guess
so. It's just like, like, oh, the cheerleader. Here, okay. All right. Let's really dig down to why I feel this way.
Let's do it.
Um,
Oh, here we
this
go.
is
It's
not
we
my
learning
tea.
some
It's not my tea.
I
So
love
we'll stay vague.
tea. Okay.
We'll stay vague and we won't clip this.
Okay.
I'm not trying to ruin people's lives.
No, we're not doing that.
There was a girl I went to high school with, and she was a cheerleader.
All right, I love tea. Mm-hmm.
Very, very popular. And there was a Bible teacher that was at the school, and he was married. And they spent a lot of time together, and he got a divorce. And then within 6 months of us graduating, and at the time, so he wasn't our Bible teacher. This is not better. I'm saying like it's better. He was an 8th grade Bible teacher, and we were in high school. Like, so it was like a year difference. It wasn't better, but like he was going on like snowboarding trips with them, and with like her and her hot friends, right? And he's a married man. And so we graduated, and then within a year of graduating, all those hangout sessions became them dating. And they're married, and he's a pastor of a church now. And let's
get the ex-wife on this podcast, shall we? I would love to talk to her.
Oh, there's tea with that too, but we don't need to bring her. Yeah. But I used to be Facebook friends with this girl, and she posted a picture of herself in her cheerleading outfit.
No.
And because she still fit in it. And he commented like, just as sexy as the first time I saw you in it.
Okay, sorry. Should have called timeout like
crime.
17 minutes
ago. This is a crime.
That is, you just incriminated yourself, sir.
Yeah.
Go to jail.
Al Gore's internet like posted that for everyone to see. I unfollowed her because
walk yourself to jail. Go ahead and do that for
honestly, I unfollowed her because I realized that like, even though she and I don't have beef, she wasn't very nice to me in school. Like, we weren't good friends. I desperately wanted to be her friend because she was so pretty.
Yeah.
And I wanted her approval so bad and all of that kind of stuff. And I realized I was literally only Facebook friends with her, like watching for her to fail, which is not healthy. And I was like, all right, like, I'm like reading through the comments of her in her cheer outfit. I'm wondering, like, is anyone going to be like, hey, yeah, remember? Yeah. Remember, like, and so I stopped following her because I was like, this is what she's doing and what they're doing. None of my business. But that's probably where me thinking cheerleader kink is gross.
You know what? That is so fair and valid and disgusting. Yeah. And I just have so many questions. I have so many. That story was my ick. Mm-hmm. So
you're welcome.
Thanks.
All right. What's your third ick?
My third ick, wow, is okay. This is I'm just going to say it. If you sag your pants,
Mm.
you have to go.
You're a child.
I'm going to buy you a we're going to go to
child.
Tilly's because that just seems like your vibe if you're sagging your pants. And
That's
I'm going to buy.
That is such a brutal. Tilly's seems
You
like
look
your
like
vibe.
You shop at Tilly's.
Has to be the most emasculating thing a man could possibly hear.
Like, I'm using it all the time now.
Please do. Just be like, you seem like maybe you.
Have I seen you in
shop
Tilly's
at
before?
Tilly's.
I'm gonna buy you a belt that's like I'll get it spiked or like you
know.
But
yeah,
the one
studs.
with like the studs. Pull your pants up.
Embarrassing. Also, you sound so old by saying that. So old.
You know what? There are parts of me that I feel like I'm like I have the older mentality. That is like one of them. Like the dressing of like, no, I need you to.
But what's a grown man doing with like his pants below his butt? Ew.
Right. Maybe it's Absolutely just the men I'm hanging out with that I need to like reevaluate. But just
wait, are there grown men that
No. I'm just saying like all these list of icks, like I was getting inspiration from like past.
Okay.
But
makes sense.
Pull your pants up.
Okay. Yeah.
Freak.
Do you want to hear my next one?
Okay, I want to hear your next. I'm scared. Oh gosh, can't even get it out, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
It's if a man
it's okay.
refers to himself as Mr. and then his first name. I think that is very juvenile and honestly embarrassing. What's your take on that, Denver?
I have no take. I have no take.
Oh. All right, moving to the next one. Go ahead. What's your next one?
My next one is that really got me. Sorry. I have no comment. I truly have no comment.
Okay, great.
Okay, my next one is when they ask me a question about something I just said.
Oh, yeah. Like we repeat ourselves enough.
Like not a clarification thing of like, oh, tell me more about that. It's like a simple thing I literally just told you and you're asking me again. Like you were not listening to me. A poor listener.
I fear that what you're discussing is going to happen regardless because that's just, I'm so sorry.
It's a men thing.
It's a people thing, I would say,
I get
more
it,
than anything.
Like, do better.
I know. I am so guilty of this where I am like talking to my husband and it's so bad because we both have ADHD. And so there will be whole conversations that one of us does not remember. I have vivid memories of having conversations about plans or about something we're going to do.
Right.
And one of us has been in autopilot and responded to confirm whatever it is. And then later I'm like, yeah, there's that thing. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I'm not crazy. And I'll do the same thing to him. I'll be like, I literally, this is the first time I'm hearing this. And he's like, Andrea. So we need to just record everything we talk about.
Okay, that's fair. I think it's more so of like, no, okay, that I completely understand that because I'll kind of do the same thing. But I'm just thinking of, today, the stapler is out of staples. So just go ahead and put both your papers in the tray. 2 seconds later, the stapler's broken. Yeah, babe. I know.
Thank you for that information.
I do know that.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Go ahead and just turn that in. Like, love you, but.
Yeah. That's fair. It is really annoying. Okay, my next one is I'm so sorry. I really apologize to everyone.
Is this another read for me or no? Okay, wait, keep going. Okay.
I don't think so. Okay. No, this is just a general, like PE teachers in general, not interested.
Right.
I am so sorry.
I love the idea of a PE teacher.
Yeah, they're athletic. They're sporty.
I'll say it. I had a crush on my 8th grade PE teacher. I said it.
I feel like,
He was so hot.
One of my first teaching jobs, there was a PE teacher who ended up hooking up with a former student.
Oh my gosh, it's just all this trauma coming up.
I know.
For you.
I'm just like, this is therapy for me, basically.
Wow.
All my icks are people who abused their position.
I'm so proud of you.
Traumatize children.
Yeah, no, okay, then they deserve nothing but the worst.
Yeah. And one of my coworkers was like freshly divorced and almost hooked up with him. And so bullet dodged that. They just kind of seem like F-boys. Like, I don't know.
They just kind of seem like the boys in high school. They're the jocks from in high school when you're like, damn, you're so cute, but you would like ruin me.
It kind of seems like a lot of PE teachers might go by their first name, like go by Mr. Billy or whatever,
Just like that was an example of one.
As an example. Yep. All right.
Okay. Is this our last one?
Yes.
Interrupting me. There's a difference between if we're like super passionate about what we're talking about and we're like, oh my God, yeah, and overlapping stuff. But if I'm telling you a story and you blatantly interrupt and start like comparing it to something in your life, I'm like, I wasn't done, but you can go ahead now, I guess. Your turn.
Right. There's that TikTok that's like, oh, your turn. Okay.
Yeah, your turn. What's your last one?
I absolutely hate when people are like, people are like, teachers are heroes. Teachers are heroes.
You take that hero and shove it where the sun will never shine.
And like, it's always meant with the best.
Such a good one.
Of intent.
Oh,
but it feels like a little patronizing and all of that. When I started working at the university, they were trying to figure out a good like pro teacher campaign. And they were like, yeah, and then we'll end it with like, teachers are heroes. And I was like, no, we are not going to do that.
We're not going to do that actually.
Yeah. Or remember your why or any of like absolutely not doing that.
It is a little patronizing. It's a little almost pity. Like,
yeah. Or you get a like, gold star.
You're a hero though. Like leave me alone. B word.
I love how much you're editing yourself. Like we don't have the ability to bleep.
Oh, right.
You're probably making my mom really happy.
You're welcome. It's because I knew she was watching, so I would not curse.
She's always watching. She's always watching. Okay, so we are going to take a break. And then when we come back, in the spirit of the Thanksgiving holiday, we're going to take a little Thanksgiving quiz.
Yes, I love quizzes.
All right, we will be right back.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Jordan.
And we are starting a podcast together.
Yay, finally.
I know. It's been like in the works for so long, and finally we get to share it with you guys.
I know. We're really excited about this. So.
It's called We Are Fine.
Are we, though?
Sometimes, not always.
Some days we're doing really good.
Yeah, and some days we're doing real bad, guys.
Yeah.
And it's okay. But we're going to talk about it. And this entire podcast is dedicated to all of life's ups and downs and all kinds of teacher-related mishaps.
Like being stuck in a school during an apocalypse and trying to figure out how you're going to survive?
Yeah, and then also like the really fun moments, like building a special relationship with your students. Or even raising a fictitious egg named Egbert who becomes a mushroom king.
I'm sure he is Toad, not just a mushroom king.
Okay. What about the teacher stuff? Because I want to talk about teacher stuff.
Yeah, there will be all of that. We have some amazing teacher guests, and we get to dive into their lives as educators.
So we hope you'll join us on this journey and the We Are Fine podcast. You can get it every Wednesday on my YouTube channel, Mrs. William Fifth, or on all audio platforms and everywhere that you get podcasts. We will be there.
I've heard there's a Doge Moon podcast platform now, in space only.
It'll be there too. So we hope that you'll be there with us, and we can't wait to share this journey with you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to those who can't do. All right. So we are going to be doing some Thanksgiving history facts because everyone is obviously spending their Thanksgiving listening to us and not spending 100%. Time with friends and family.
No.
So as a result, we are preparing them and educating them with fun facts.
Yes.
About Thanksgiving.
Facts. Capital F.
Capital F facts. Okay. what year
Okay.
was the first Thanksgiving?
Right, of course.
In your brain. Let's
You know what's
reverse
really
engineer
sad?
this.
Okay, let's reverse engineer this because I know that America became a country in 1776.
Good. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. 1776. We know it was before that.
Of course
Don't
we do.
we?
Yeah, of course we do.
The American Revolution, when there were
course.
all those people there, definitely was not the same year as the first Thanksgiving where there were not a lot of people there.
Are they there? Are the Quakers there?
Enthusiasm that you just had.
Wasn't it? Okay, the Native Americans. This is really embarrassing because I am 17% Native American and I am disappointing all my ancestors.
You are doing your culture. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. It was the Pilgrims.
Not the same?
So bad. We haven't even gotten to the quiz yet.
Pilgrims and Quakers.
I don't think
this
so.
Isn't a quiz?
We haven't even gotten to the quiz. This was the setup for the quiz. Hold on.
Okay.
I actually don't know if Quakers. Hold on.
Okay.
Are
you do that while I think about the year.
The same as
okay, I got it.
Pilgrims. I don't think they are. They are alike. They are not the same.
Okay.
Don't embarrass yourself.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Pilgrims, they arrived. It was like their first
14. 16. 16. Obviously, it's 16. 12.
You're not that far off.
16. 13.
16. 1621. You got within 10 years.
Wow. I could not have guessed that.
At first, you got within 200 years.
I was just checking that you knew. So that's why I said.
When did Columbus sail the ocean blue?
That's what I was trying to remember.
Something 92. 1592? Or 1492?
Sure.
Columbus.
The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. Is that right? What is that?
You are making 1492 is when Columbus did it.
So I was thinking 14s because I was thinking Columbus.
Right.
No, truly. And then what is the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria?
Why are you asking more questions? I was not prepared for that. I think that
I don't know. I'm just thinking of that part in School of Rock where he's like trying to like make it sound like he's teaching, but they're really auditioning for Battle of the Bands and they're all dying of like a rare blood disease or stickitymandinitis. You know what I'm talking about?
No, not at all.
And
okay, but you were right. It was the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. So crushed it.
Is what?
Good job.
Ships?
No, they're the three people.
No,
I'm screwing with you. it's the.
I believe in myself. Okay, I thought that was the start of the quiz. Okay.
No.
Really
okay, are you ready for the quiz now? Okay, great. What common Thanksgiving dish was not served at the Pilgrims' Thanksgiving meal?
Do I get multiple choice?
No.
Great. Steve, can you repeat the question, please?
What common Thanksgiving dish was not served at the Pilgrims' Thanksgiving meal?
Stuffing.
I feel like turkey wasn't. I don't know the answers to this, by the way. This is a random Quizlet. I don't.
This.
No, I don't know these. So we're going to reveal at the same time.
Turkey would be essential. Gravy?
No, for some reason, I thought mashed potatoes. I want more information, but it literally is just a question answer. So we have no subtext for this.
Okay, so all the historians shaking their heads at us watching this because there's so many.
They're gone. They have not made it this far.
Once we said 14, once I said 1776, they were like, goodbye.
My husband would be so upset with me that I was like not even remembering which ships came.
Tell him to skip
Columbus.
This segment.
He doesn't listen. Don't worry.
No. That's not supportive. No, I'm just kidding.
He gets me all the time. He's like, I've
had enough of you, woman.
He's like, space is important.
It is.
All right. I have another question for you.
Okay. Okay. What's better than one brain?
Actually,
we got this.
As a representative of the Native American culture here today, Denver, which Indian tribe taught the Pilgrims how to cultivate the land and were invited to the first Thanksgiving?
I'm going to go with Apache.
No.
Cherokee.
Close. It was Wampanoag. And I apologize if I said that incorrectly.
Could not have guessed.
Yeah.
Cherokee.
Cherokee.
Tribe.
What is the tribe? Thank you. I was trying to think of the word and I was like, it's not.
Yeah, I'm Cherokee. So I was thinking it's not Cherokee. And it's obvious.
Yeah, because Cherokee is different part of the country, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm definitely not going to be able to do the quiz on Native American knowledge.
Oh no. That's my goal for myself is, in the holiday spirit is ancestry.com. I want to learn about my heritage. So I'll do that and get back to you.
And then you can give us a PowerPoint presentation on it.
I'll do that and then I'll give you a quiz.
Great. Okay, great. Love it. Okay, approximately, this is a modern day one.
Okay.
Approximately how many turkeys are eaten each year on Thanksgiving in the United States?
That's going to go ahead and going to have to be in the millions.
Yeah.
Maybe approximately how many people live in the United States?
For some reason,
3. There's at least
3 people.
Yes,
3 people live in the United States.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe let's go with 2 million.
I'm going to go way more because
as soon as I said that, I regretted it.
300 million people living in the U.S.
Sure.
Sure. I love how you affirm everything regardless.
Yeah. No,
U.S. population. Right. Guys, these are fun facts for you. You just bring them out whenever you want.
You can spew this at the dinner table.
345 million. Thank you so much for acknowledging how genius I am.
You are the smartest person ever I've ever met. So let's go with 200 million.
Turkeys. So over half of America. I'm going to say 90 million turkeys are eaten. Oh. What did you say for yours?
I can't even remember. I'm so stressed out about the number.
Oh my gosh. 280 million. 280 million. So like almost everybody's out there eating a turkey per person. That's insane behavior.
Well,
what are we doing?
Wait, what?
No, think about that. That's 330 million people.
330 million people.
And there's 280 million turkeys being eaten. That's like a lot of people eating.
Is that on Thanksgiving Day? Because then there's
that's what the question was.
Oh, I was thinking like Friendsgiving and then like a bigger families, but like on Thanksgiving, everyone is getting their own damn bird. That's crazy.
Guys, what are we doing?
Is your guys' stomach okay?
They cannot be. That's insane.
And isn't ham is like very popular we eat ham.
I would think.
Yeah.
I'm
shook. Let's go interview everyone and ask why.
Be like, how many turkeys are you eating? Are you eating a whole turkey by yourself?
Your 7-year-old's gonna down a whole turkey just himself?
Like a family of 4, right? Like I am gonna get like a 9-pound turkey. This doesn't say how many pounds of turkey are eaten because that to me would make sense.
That's absurd. That's you and Steven eating one.
A whole turkey.
And then your children sharing one. That's insane.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy
not do
work
that
by Americans. Guys.
Okay. Guys, do better, okay?
Turkey.
We're just
so deeply disappointed.
I know.
Okay.
Okay. No, I'm scared. We got it. Which
southern state?
Oh God. Pause. If there's one thing I'm so bad at, it is geography.
That is the only class that I failed in college. And
I believe it.
Was geography. Mm-hmm.
Because okay, keep going.
Okay. Which southern state was the first to adopt a Thanksgiving Day in 1855? Maybe just pick a state. Just a state that's southernly.
Okay. Southern state to adopt a Thanksgiving Day.
Mm-hmm.
Let me really close my eyes and look at the map. I'm
Great.
going to go with, I don't want to say the state and then it's like not even in the
Just say
I'm going to go with Tennessee.
Okay. I'm going to go with Kentucky. That feels
right.
They like chicken, right? Because of KFC and all of that.
You're a genius. If you're right, if that's not the answer.
Not even close. Virginia, that is a hot take.
South.
So I lived in Virginia and that is a a bit of contention there of whether or not Virginia is South or not, because it traverses, like the Mason-Dixon line goes through Virginia, and generally that is what. Yeah. Do you know what the Mason-Dixon line is?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
I'm not going to explain it, but I.
The way I won't give you a literal inch.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So
it's okay. It's a line.
Civil War, North versus the South.
Civil War.
Yeah.
Yes.
Virginia, it like the Northern Virginia. It's like medium level in the country.
Okay.
Like here's the country. It's like halfway up.
Okay, so like
I wouldn't consider it South.
Not where I was thinking it.
But they do have sweet tea in most areas of Virginia without you having to ask for it. Like,
is that like
if
a
you
stamp
ask for
of approval of Southerners?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that, the sweet tea line is kind of the true test of like, are you in the South or not? If you go to a store.
Interesting.
And you say, can I have sweet tea? And they say, no, but I have regular tea and sugar packets. You're not in the South.
Okay.
Absolutely not in the South. You're also not in the South if they're like, we have Nest tea or whatever, like it has to be brewed there.
Ooh.
And like that is like sweet tea.
I haven't spent much time in the South. I've been to Texas. That's it. I was going to keep naming, but that's
you're like Texas.
I have been to Tennessee. I've been in Nashville.
Oh, okay,
that's about it.
That counts for sure.
Okay, good.
Okay. What utensil was not used by the Pilgrims to eat Thanksgiving dinner?
A spoon.
I feel like spoons are easier to make. I feel like spoons have existed longer.
What other utensils are there besides a fork, a knife, and a spoon?
I think that's it. I think we have 3 choices and we're still going to get them freaking wrong. I think maybe forks. I feel like tines would be difficult, but I feel like forks have been around for a long time. So I don't know. I'm going to go with fork.
Because they need a knife to cut the turkey.
Yeah. Fork. Suck it.
What?
They didn't have forks. I'm so sorry. I wish.
Pitchforks? Wasn't that them?
Yeah, who's going to use a pitchfork on their Thanksgiving turkey, Denver?
Wouldn't you just think like, we have this super cool pitchfork. I have an idea. Why don't we just shrink it down and make it mini so that we can enjoy our turkey?
I don't think.
Time travel and talk to these guys and be you guys, what is actually up? What are you thinking? Not a lot.
But I don't think the problem was that forks didn't exist. They existed. They didn't have them. They were struggling. That's why they got free food. Remember?
I think thinking they just didn't exist.
Yeah, no, I think that forks have existed since like Rome and stuff in different variations.
I seriously was interpreting that as like they just didn't invent forks yet. And I was like, idiots.
Because I would have obviously invented a fork by then.
I would have thought of that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this one. Job. Oh no. It just said sign up to see the free remaining cards. No. Okay, actually, I have the question already in my brain though, because I do actually know the answer for this one. Okay, Where is the best place to check the temperature of the turkey when you're cooking it?
The anus. Is that right?
Have you seen the anus isn't on the turkey when you're actually cooking it? Have you seen a turkey before it's been cooked? It doesn't still have a butthole, Denver.
No, I don't spend my time looking at raw meat like that.
Checking for buttholes.
No. I don't know. Okay, let me think about it.
You're like a child. You check a child's temperature rectally. It's probably how you cook a turkey.
Okay. You check the temperature. What are you doing? You're checking the temperature.
You're checking the temperature
to see if it's done.
Oh my god! How are you alive? Yes.
Okay.
To see if it's done
in the thigh.
Yeah, kind of.
The leg.
Like it's
the foot.
It's like deep between. Stop it! It's the look of horror on your face. It's like the thickest part of the meat. So you like stick it like between the breast and.
Where's the anus? What happened to it? What happened to the butt?
Until
Where is the
Until this moment, Denver, it has never occurred to me that we do pluck a turkey.
What?
But what we pluck it, there's no feathers on it.
Okay, right.
My gosh. We pluck it, but like when you pluck it, I don't think that we in fact remove the rectum.
Right. Where is it? So what part
of just the skin? I think we eat it. I feel like I need my producer to fact check me on that.
There's a really dirty joke I could make, but I'm not going to.
We're women of
Are we?
repute and respect.
And class.
And
That's
class.
why I said anus and not butthole.
Well, I hope that everyone listening to this on Thanksgiving brings it up and talks about where did the butthole of the turkey go? Because
say, hey
these
guys,
are the questions.
You know where you don't check the temperature? And then continue the conversation.
Not in its butthole. Not there.
In the anus.
And you're welcome. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Producer Rob said the turkey's anus along with the other internal organs, but the anus is different. Is that different from the rectum?
Don't ask me about anything about that.
It's like a door. Like, is a door internal?
It's a hole.
Okay.
What is a hole?
We're citing our sources that it was ChatGPT. So, along with other internal organs, is typically removed during the cleaning process before cooking. When a turkey is prepared for sale or consumption, the bird is eviscerated. That is an unnecessary word, which involves removing the intestines and internal organs. So you don't eat the anus when you cook a turkey. It is taken out along with the other non-edible parts. But you do, Denver, have you ever, clearly you have never cooked a turkey?
No, I haven't.
Based on this conversation.
Never have I
wasn't
ever
judging
cooked a
you.
turkey. No, I haven't.
Okay, great.
No.
Okay. I need you to promise me that before you cook your first turkey, you will put your whole fist into the cavity of that turkey because
For
they
what
always.
Are you setting me up?
No, I'm not. I swear to God. They have a baggie inside of the turkey that has all of the internal organs and the neck. And so you have to remove it.
Why do they do that?
Because some people eat it or use it for like.
Excuse me? Like a plastic bag?
It's like a
Target bag. They just
cheese.
Zipped it up and shoved it in there.
Not usually. Usually it's like a cheesecloth bag, and you pull it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So you remember in?
I'm scared.
Have you seen Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase? Okay, great. You remember when they cut open the turkey?
Yes.
And it goes, yes. And he goes, "There's the neck." It was because she forgot to remove the neck and like the internal organs from the turkey. Like she cooked it so poorly. Yeah. So some people use it to make like their gravy and stuff.
So what if I don't want to do that?
I would suggest you could cook it in there. Like
no,
you could
I'm not shoving my hand.
You could keep the turkey butthole inside of the turkey. If that
maybe it would be tasty. Or I can have my... You know what? This is one of those times that I will be fine with being a homesteading trad wife and have my husband do it.
Okay, homesteading trad wives are butchering their own turkeys.
I would have to do all
Yeah, they would be doing that. Yeah, you would not. Yeah.
I take it back.
Well, I'm just letting you know. You need to have a friend willing to
put the cheesecloth out.
Yeah. You do it or assign it to a friend.
I have to do it once.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's deeply horrifying. And by the time I have the turkey ready, I usually don't want to eat it anymore because it's a lot. But, you know.
You and that turkey got very close.
Very close. Too close, one might say. But now I know it wasn't with the butthole because we learned things today.
I learned so much today.
I mean, honestly, you're welcome. And if you didn't listen to this on Thanksgiving, you can bring it up at Christmas. It's not too late. A lot of people do turkey.
100%. It can be your maybe you are cooking currently the meal of some holiday party and this is on in the background because it brings you so much peace and joy. You can learn things too, like we did.
Right. Exactly. Okay. We're going to move on to the advice section because before you came on last time, I asked people what questions they would want to know. We got a couple of gross ones. We got one when someone asked when you and I had planning period together, did we kiss sometimes? And I was like,
What is up with that?
Listen, Kyle. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what, Jack? Go.
Leave. Exit.
Just leave.
The worst.
The answer is no, by the way.
No. Just to clarify, we're not like skirting the question.
We're like, anyways.
We're like, that's a crazy question.
How weird.
That's so weird.
Sick.
But one thing somebody asked was what my AIM name was. And I have a question for you. Do you know what an AIM name is?
Is this an acronym?
Yes.
Okay. Nope. I was going to try and say something funny. You said AIM, and I just thought of Ask FM. That's something very different.
Yeah.
What is AIM?
AOL Instant Messenger.
Right.
Do you know what that is?
Yes, I do. I do know what that is.
Okay, great.
Okay,
great.
So you're like your chat name?
Yeah, like my chat name that I had for my friends and all that kind of stuff.
It's giving MySpace.
100%.
I had MySpace. Okay, I'm following.
Yeah. So somebody asked what my name was for that because in my book that I'm working on, I talked about my AIM screen name and my editor said I need to define what an AIM screen name is because it is likely much of my audience would not know what that is. And you just confirmed that.
Yeah.
So
unfortunately, you're going to have to
that hurts my feelings.
That. I'm so sorry.
And probably the feelings of a lot of other people on a special Thanksgiving day.
Well, you know what? I'm thankful that I get to learn so much. And I'm thankful for my youth.
I bet you are. It will go away.
I know it will.
So, no, it was literally, okay, EH_average because I had such a
_average.
like average because
that is
I
so
had
millennial.
said such a deeply poor self-esteem that I was like the best compliment I could have would be that. Before that, it was POD_chick, but not CK chick. It was like CHIK.
Because you're different.
I was different, but people didn't know that POD was the band.
I don't know.
And so they just thought I was like, oh my God. It's a band. I'll send you some music later.
Sorry.
But
okay, please do.
It's good. I was POD chick, but people didn't know what that was necessarily. So they thought I was just trying to be like a pod chick. And they're like, what is it mean? So it's been a journey. Here's something.
You're so brave. Okay.
I also don't even like my current name, Educator Andrea. I think it's too many syllables.
Why? What would you change it to?
I don't, that's the thing, is like Andrea is too much already.
Educator Andrea. But people know you as Educator Andrea. So
which is why I'm there forever. Yeah, but I actually don't. I get a little embarrassed when people are like, are you Educator Andrea? And I'm like, God, that name. Yep.
You're like, actually, on my government documents, it just says Andrea.
Yeah, I need to be like Prince and just like rebrand myself and be like, actually, I'm Prince.
Actually, I am Cher.
That's what
I'm going to do when I'm famous. I'm just going to go by Denver.
Good. Oh, actually, that's perfect because there's not really another.
There's like John Denver, but that's
John Denver.
Who even is that? The Denver Choppers. I think that's like a biker gang
in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're safe.
I'm safe.
You can do that.
I don't think there's
I'll
another
just steal
one
your
in
name.
Hollywood.
I'll be like, I'm Denver.
Yeah, and then I'll say, get her. She's an imposter.
That would be a real issue.
That would be an issue.
What are your
I'm curious to know these other
Yeah.
questions that people have asked us, but we could chat
I'll send you the
about that.
screenshots. Most of them are gross. I'm going to be honest. Most of them are gross.
Hey, sickos out there, just stop.
Just stop it. Or are like obnoxious, just being annoying. Like somebody literally just responded skibbity. And I'm like, listen, I don't deserve that.
There is nothing. We're not even going to get into skibbity. I can't even talk about it. I personally will not talk about it.
Did you have any crazy things your students have done this week?
I was thinking about this the other day, and I don't know what it is, if they like respect me more, but like there's no craziness happening like I've had last year, which is it's great because I'm like, okay, it helps. I was literally thinking about this yesterday. It helps classroom management of knowing work and play, and just they're very here for, I'm going to get my stuff done.
Yeah.
But it's also like,
You're a little bored.
I'm a little bored. Like,
That's
I
how
want
I
you
feel
guys
with
to be a little
college.
crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's how I feel with college is they're all like really self-motivated and really excited to learn. And I'm like, that's awesome.
So cool.
And I love it.
But what if we just had a silly time?
But what if we were just a little silly because we're all focusing real hard right now?
You know what it is?
Tell me.
I'm the silliest person in the room.
Yeah.
And
yes.
I there's days I don't want to be, because last year I had, and the year before that, the silliest of geese in my classrooms. And my first year, it's not even worth telling the story, because you know how it's so funny that you just had to be there, and it's not funny when you tell the story. I mean, something happened that was so funny that I cried. I was crying like in class. It was hilarious. And I am that for them. And I love being that, but
also
make me
like,
laugh.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah. So one of the students who actually was that kid for me, I'll say his first name, Isaiah, who I think you knew.
I do know Isaiah.
Adore him.
Adorable.
Much of the content that has done extremely well on social media came out of that child's mouth.
100%.
So much so that I actually Venmoed him some money one time when one of my videos was like, did really
amazing.
Well. And I was like, don't do anything illegal with it. This is like, guys, he's graduated. He's an adult. He's now in college, all of that. And he messages me and updates me on things in his life.
Wow.
I love this child so much, young man so much. But he messages me on Instagram, and I will check in on him. So like this last week, I was like, hey, have you gotten your classes?
Oh my gosh, are you that's enrolled? So nice
like, have you met like with your people and all that stuff? And he messaged me and he's like, hey, if I work really hard with my basketball, because he's a basketball player, he's like, can you show my clips to the ISU basketball coach? And I was like, 1,000% yes, because I would love nothing more than to see him play for ISU. That would be incredible.
The best full circle moment ever.
Yeah. So I don't have like a super silly, what are those kids doing, other than I'm just so proud of him because he is navigating college by himself, and he went to the guidance counselor and he got the classes he needed and he's all set.
That's and so great. Oh my God, that makes me like so incredibly happy for him.
I know. I'm so proud. So yeah, so that's what some of my former kids are doing. I
love that.
Yeah.
On the route of like good, not like crazy things, I just thought of something. We were going to the AV room to check out new books. My sophomores reading nonfiction memoirs, and we had just finished a class novel together that we started, just kind of the buffer time. It wasn't necessarily for the whole unit. And I read the whole book to them. It was a book and verse, and we were standing in line, and a couple of the girls that were standing there had already gotten their books. And I was like, oh, that's a really good, you guys are going to love your books, whatever. And they were like, yeah, every time I read now, I just hear it in your voice. You're really good at reading to us. It like makes it that much more enjoyable. And I was like they said that to me. And another girl was like, yeah, same. Now every time I try and read, like, I think, how would Miss B read this? I'm going to read it like her. I'm like, oh.
And don't you feel I remember you saying you actually feel self-conscious when you're reading aloud, right?
Yeah, that's like one of my biggest insecurities is reading out loud. And in the book that we were reading as a class, it's full of sarcasm. Like the author is very sarcastic, dark humor, dealing with like the sensitive topics. But it was just made me feel so great that they said that I was like, oh my God, that's so like incredible to hear.
That's the best.
Yeah.
I love it. Yay.
Shout out to them.
See, we're leaving on what a ride today has been.
What a ride. And you know what? I loved every second of it, as always.
Me too. It was great. All right. Before I let you go, you want to shout out your socials so people can find you and be obsessed with you?
Come be obsessed with me. I'm obsessed with me. It's keeping up with Miss.B_ on TikTok.
You say it like I'm going to remember which one.
I know.
Is which.
It's keeping up with Miss.B.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one. So
yep.
Go find me.
Yeah.
TikTok and
She's
Instagram.
there.
I'm
Just
there.
go find her. Yep.
Living a crazy girl life. 20-something life. It's getting crazy.
Everything's fine. Everything's under control.
I'm literally fine.
All right. I hope if you are listening on Thanksgiving, you enjoy your
your anus-free turkey.
Oh, hearts. That was so perfect. All right. Denver, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Like I always say, it's the highlight of my week, and I love you and chatting with you.
All right. Love you too. I'm like, that's nice. Thanks.
You're like, yeah.
I'm like, I know. Be obsessed with me. All right, guys. We will be right back. Welcome back to Those Who Can't Do. I hope that you really wrote down some of the important facts that we went over today. I think it's important for us to be lifelong learners as teachers and educators. I really feel like I learned a lot about turkeys and Thanksgiving, and was once again reminded of why my husband has a lot of exasperated sighing around me when I try and guess stuff about history. I feel like I do fairly well about specific things only if I have taught a novel related to whatever it is. Like, I can tell you about the era of the Scarlet Letter, and I can tell you about the era of some of Shakespeare's plays and all of that. But like, if I didn't teach it, it's very unlikely I'm going to know the timeline there. So, we all have our special strengths, and English is generally one of mine, and teaching is one of mine. But unfortunately, a little bit less with geography and social studies. So if you have thoughts, I'm afraid to even say it, but if you have thoughts about what we talked about today, or you have a suggestion of who you would like to have come on the podcast, you can email us at andrea@human-content.com, or you can get to me on Instagram and TikTok at educatorandrea, or you can kick it with the entire Human Content Podcast family on Instagram and TikTok at Human Content Pods. And we have a new review this week. I'm so excited. This made my day by Mike Haddon, Haddon. The title says, "It's fun even for a non-teacher. It's just like I imagine listening in to the teacher's lounge when I was in school about what a devil or angel I was, depending on the teacher. Great laughs. Teachers are humans too, and funny humans at that." Thank you so much. I love that. I kind of feel like that is the vibe I'm hoping that the podcast gives. Like, sometimes it's a little bit more serious, sometimes a little bit more silly. But really it's to kind of emphasize that we teachers are humans, and to kind of advocate for just more laughter in our days as educators. If you want to check out the full video episodes, they are up every week on YouTube at Educator Andrea. So that way you can see the Jersey Shore outfit that Denver was wearing today. It's a doozy. I will give you that. Thank you so much for listening. I'm your host, Andrea Forkham. A very special thank you to our guest co-host today, Denver Riley. Our executive producers are Andrea Forkham, Aaron Corney, Rob Goldman, and Shanti Brooke. Our editor is Andrew Sims. Our engineer is Jason Portizo. Our music is by Omer Benzvi. Our recording location is the Indiana State College of Education. To learn more about our Those Who Can't Do's program disclaimer and ethics policy and submission, verification, and licensing terms, you can go to podcasterandrea.com. Those Who Can't Do is a human content production. Thank you so much for watching. If you're like me and you're thinking, gosh, I really need more Those Who Can't Do in my life, you can start your binging right now by clicking on that playlist button right over there. New episodes are out every Thursday, so please subscribe and join us each week on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts.